Welcome to the It Factor. We're Jemmy and Nye, and today we're exploring a new blog post titled Emergency Security Alert: Instagram Account, Data Exposure, and Credential Abuse.
This one was written by Mr. Len Kaplan, who's the CEO of CDML.
Right, they're a managed service provider out of Queens, New York. They do everything from network management, voice over IP, and unified communications as a service. That's UKS.
All the way to cybersecurity, compliance, cloud solutions, the whole Microsoft 365 and Azure suite.
Exactly. So if you're a small business owner or you're managing IT for a growing company, this deep dive is definitely for you.
It absolutely is, because we're getting into something that, on the surface, it looks like a personal privacy thing. But the risk to your organization is, frankly, immense.
Okay, so let's just jump right in. Our mission here is to really get past the headlines and understand what's going on with this Instagram security alert.
And, more importantly, to clarify why this whole technical argument about a breach versus an exploit, it just matters a lot less than the final result.
Which is that your data is out there.
Yeah. Exactly. The CDML blog post points out that security researchers have seen a huge spike in suspicious activity on Instagram, and this is global.
We're talking about those unsolicited password reset emails a lot of people have been seeing.
That's the one. And they're all linked back to this just massive data set that's making the rounds online.
And it is massive. The post says that data for approximately, 17.5 million Instagram users has been exposed?
17.5 million. And it's not just exposed, it's being actively traded and sold online right now.
So the takeaway for anyone listening is, if you or your employees have an Instagram account, you have to assume you're in that data set.
You have to. And the quality of this data it's dangerously good. It's not just a list of usernames.
No, the article says it includes usernames, email addresses, phone numbers.
And in some cases, even physical location data. These are the building blocks for a really targeted identity attack.
So this is where the big companies get into semantics, right? Instagram, which is Meta, they've come out and said their systems were not, quote, breached.
Right. They're claiming this was an abuse of a password reset mechanism, not someone breaking into their servers.
But like we said at the top, does that distinction really matter for the person whose phone number is now for sale?
It changes nothing for the victim. I mean, whether attackers used a flaw or just abused a feature, the outcome is identical. You have 17.5 million identities that are now just weaponized data points.
Okay, so let's get to the core question for our audience. Why should a small business owner, someone worried about their own servers and client data, care about a personal social media platform?
Because it's not a separate life anymore. The source material nails it. The real vulnerability, the one that bridges that gap, is credential reuse.
People using the same password for everything?
Or a slight variation of it. I mean, let's be honest, most major corporate compromises, we're talking intellectual property theft, ransomware attacks, they don't happen because of some super sophisticated hack.
They happen because people are predictable?
Exactly. Your employees use a version of their Instagram password for their work email, for Microsoft 365, for the company VPN. That Instagram data becomes the master key to your kingdom.
The article lays out 4 specific high-risk attacks that really jump the fence from personal to professional. I think we need to walk through these.
Okay, so the first is launching highly targeted phishing attacks. I mean, think about what the attacker has now.
Your email, your phone number, maybe where you live.
Right. So that phishing email isn't some generic, easy-to-spot fake anymore. It's personalized. It's believable. It might reference your actual phone number, and suddenly it seems totally legit.
And the success rate for that kind of attack just skyrockets. An employee clicks a link in an email that looks real, and boom, their work login is compromised.
The second vector is just creating chaos, triggering password resets to confuse people. The blog post mentions users are getting flooded with these.
So the goal isn't even to reset the password, it's just to panic the user.
Precisely. You see your inbox fill up with security alerts, you get stressed, you think, I have to fix this now. In that panic, you're much more likely to click on a malicious link that's disguised as a fix.
The third one seems the most direct, just trying the leaked password everywhere else.
It's brute force, but with a key. The hacker takes the username and password for the Instagram data and just tries it on your bank, on your company's network. And if your organization isn't enforcing multi-factor authentication MFA, it's game over.
And the fourth risk is pivoting into other meta business services.
A huge one. So many businesses use Facebook for marketing or WhatsApp for customer service.
Hmm.
If an employee's Instagram is compromised and it's linked to the company's business manager.
The attacker has a direct line into your ad accounts, your customer data, everything.
So even if the Instagram account itself gets secured later, that leaked data is still out there. It's a permanent tool for social engineering.
The threat is clear. What's personal directly impacts the professional. So for a business owner listening right now, what's the immediate action checklist?
The mindset has to be, assume your data is already compromised and act now. Because the delay between a leak and an account takeover can be just hours.
Okay, so the CDML alert has 4 essential steps. Step 1, change your Instagram password manually.
The emphasis on manually is critical. You have to log in through the actual app or the official website. Do not, under any circumstances, click a link in an email to do it.
Because that link is the trap.
It's the final piece of their attack. Exactly.
Okay, step 2, and this is the big one. Change the password on any other account where you use the same or even a similar password.
Yes. That means other Meta platforms, of course, but also your work email, your file storage, your accounting software, anything critical. If it's a variation, change it.
Step 3, this is one we talk about all the time. Enable multi-factor authentication, MFA.
It is the single greatest defense against this kind of attack. If an attacker has your password, MFA stops them cold. They can't get past it.
Now, the article makes a good point about the type of MFA. It recommends using an authenticator app over just getting a text message.
Yes, and this is so important. Using an app like Microsoft or Google Authenticator is much more secure than SMS.
Why is that? I mean, a text to your phone seems pretty safe, right?
It seems safe, but it's vulnerable to something called a SIM swap. An attacker can use the personal data from this leak your name, phone number, location to call your mobile carrier and trick them into moving your phone number to a device the hacker controls.
Oh, wow. So then they get the security code text message instead of you.
And just like that, they bypass your MFA. An app on your phone that generates a code isn't tied to the cell network like that, so it's vastly more secure.
That makes total sense. And the final step?
Be skeptical. Just ignore all those unexpected password reset emails. Unless you literally just requested it yourself, it's not for you. And keep an eye on your login alerts.
Okay, so handling the immediate crisis is one thing. But incidents like this always point to a bigger, more systemic issue, don't they?
They absolutely do. This isn't just about Instagram. It's about how this exposed data is used later. It highlights this huge problem of inconsistent security controls across our entire digital lives.
Right. It spans our personal apps, our work cloud services, and just our own habits.
If your company's security plan is just hoping your employees use unique passwords, you are operating on borrowed time.
So this is where the CDML post talks about addressing this systemically.
Right. It boils down to a few core things. First, you have to proactively look for this stuff. Use tools that can check if your employee passwords are on known breach lists.
Then enforcing MFA, but consistently, everywhere, for everyone.
Not just for the executives, for every single person accessing every single cloud service. Your security is only as strong as that one service that doesn't have MFA.
And third, hardening your own account recovery processes.
Yeah, the very mechanism that got abused here. Can a hacker use this leaked Instagram data to call your help desk and social engineer their way into resetting a corporate password? You have to check that.
It's all about aligning security with how people actually work, not creating so much friction that they just go back to using the same password for everything.
That's the goal. Security has to be consistently applied across both your personal and professional digital life to really reduce this kind of risk for your organization.
Which brings us to a final thought for you to think about. You've got firewalls, you've got endpoint protection. But if an attacker can use a social media leak to convincingly impersonate one of your staff, how secure are your business processes, really?
Stay safe, stay informed, stay compliant.
If you like this deep dive and found it useful, please go ahead and click that thumbs up button. We release new blog posts and deep dives every Tuesday and Thursday. Visit https.cdml.com and subscribe to our blog for more insights.
Till next time.